I can't wait to watch Von Miller and Bradley.
See how childish she is? You hear what he said? I wonder why your boy caught in those games. Petty. We recorded, did we get that?
No.
We got that? Shit.
Did he? No, we're not recording.
We didn't get that.
No, we didn't. Oh, we are? Oh, fuck. Yo, just cut that part out.
No, we're keeping.
No, we're not keeping that shit.
No, we keep it grimy. We keep gutter.
Oh, now we keep it grimy.
Now
we can't say
gutter.
We can't. Anyways, we can't say.
No, you can say whatever you want because technically you're a separate entity from our team.
Don't be mad, podcast.
We'll just put the disclaimer that the thoughts and expressions coming from Akeem are not necessarily that of the Don't Be Mad podcast. We're just gonna
invented that disclaimer.
We're gonna put that disclaimer out there. So
I invented that disclaimer.
If you incriminate yourself, if you act too reckless, that's on you, baby.
Never.
That ain't on us.
Jay was there when I invented that disclaimer.
Yeah.
I brought that
disclaimer.
I did. I brought that to the.
Yeah, you invented disclaimers.
I'm an honorary
for Christ's sake, bro.
I'm an honorary member.
You guys are ridiculous.
He's high as shit.
I don't know. Maybe the Eagles gonna win again.
Shut up.
Not my favorite.
Why would you even promote that as a Giants fan, bro?
Don't put that in the airwaves.
That's like me saying the Chargers are gonna make the playoffs.
The disrespect is real.
Oh, we out here, man. We just shots are being fired left and right, bro.
They're the worst team in LA.
Disrespect is real.
Oh man, but it's all love in the end.
They're not the worst team in LA.
Who's the worst team in LA?
I would say the Chargers.
Clippers.
The worst franchise in LA.
Oh, worst franchise. Oh, worst franchise. Yeah.
Wait, are we doing just LA or
just
California?
saying like as like right now.
California?
Yeah.
I thought you were just saying like
even
right now.
Even if you go
Sacramento Kings.
I was about to say.
Oh yeah.
Like, bro.
You're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
You're
even
lucky.
the Clippers have a bit more success than the Kings, man.
No, but the Clippers are better than
the Clippers never been out in the second round.
In recent years.
In recent years, again, the Clippers have never been out in the second round. In recent years, you could say
they've still been doing better than the Kings.
Overall,
they've been doing better than the Chargers.
They've been doing better than the Chargers.
Hey,
that's the whole point.
if you've been stuck the same place where you were 20 years ago, you haven't been doing anything.
Who?
Clippers.
But you guys been stuck lower.
But the Chargers make the play. The Chargers actually make it to AFC championships. Clippers have never gone out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Don't Be Mad podcast. Your weekly dose of our asshole selves just talking mad shit, going over crazy topics, and trying not to make you fume at your desks. You're here with your boy, as always, Matthew Rivera, chilling with
Jason. How y'all doing?
Jamali.
And we got a special, old school homie.
I'm back, bitch.
Can you let me introduce you, my guy? Calm down, you know. Take a little bit of Ritalin, calm yourself. We got our brother, our homie, our teammate, the guy that's been
friend to the show.
Good friend to the show. Best friend to the show. Our boy, look at him over here doing his Millie Rock on any block. Akeem. What's up, baby? How you been doing?
Hey, Ty, you got to put the clap track.
No, don't put anything on for him, no.
You got to put the clap track. How y'all doing? I missed y'all.
It's good to have you back, man.
Thank you.
It's good to have you back.
I missed y'all.
So, yeah, we've been bantering for a while because we were just trying to get the fourth mic good to go so he actually sounds good like the rest of us. But how you been, baby?
I'm good, bro. I'm working hard. I'm grinding. I'm actually doing my thing.
Grinding.
Doing shows, traveling.
Good,
got back from Jamaica, so it was good.
How's the mental health?
It's fantastic. It was great. Like I said, I got back from Jamaica working on these jokes. You know what I mean? Just grinding and trying to hustle. I gave my month's notice to my job yesterday.
Months? No, I thought it was 2 weeks.
Nah, I give my because what I do is it's intricate. So I want to make sure that they have enough time to find someone, train someone properly, make sure that's okay, and plus
you hear that, ladies? He is a very generous man.
I eat ass.
Very generous.
This is where
groceries are on the table. Groceries, yo. I respect that, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey,
don't disrespect
yo,
us.
You gotta have some groceries in your life, my friend.
I can't condone eating fecal matter, but
yes, you can. Shut the hell up. You're in a relationship now. You gonna do it?
No,
First off,
yes,
don't eat a girl's ass unless you see wet wipes in her bathroom. That's rule number one.
Dude, she's still
fresh out the shower. There's rules.
It doesn't matter.
That too. Yo, fresh out the shower. Put them butt cheeks on my cheeks.
All right,
okay?
have diarrhea then. Have diarrhea. What are you
talking about, bro?
Have it. That's what you want. That's
you
what
go
you
down
eat.
on your chick?
Are you 12 years old, my guy?
You go down on your chick?
No.
Why are you lying?
Why the
Why do I
fuck are you
lie?
lying?
Why would I lie?
Oh my! No! Why
Quit
the fuck you
lying. Hit him with the
lying?
shoulders.
Why you always
lying?
lying? No, you are fucking lying.
Why
Yo,
you
You don't
lying,
go down
bro?
on your girl.
See, this is
That's
why.
why you got patches in your beard.
You see, this is why.
Wow.
Oh, it's jokes. It's jokes tonight, huh? It's jokes tonight. All right. It's jokes tonight. All right. As long as I know what it is.
God.
As long as we're clear. As long as we know what it is now. Okay.
No.
It's jokes.
First of all,
It's jokes tonight.
Jamal and I can tell all the listeners right now he's a fucking liar.
How am I lying?
You're a goddamn liar, bro.
How am I lying?
You don't
'Cause-
go down on your girl.
How am I lying? Why
I'm
would I-
asking you a question.
I told you no before. and I'm telling you no now.
Why?
Because I don't have to.
Oh my
I don't
god.
have to.
Oh my!
I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl 2.0. I
Steal
was
which girl?
I never. I was
Whose
not.
girl did you steal?
I wasn't called this. People call me this.
Who called you that?
Wait! Yeah, who? No, say names. Say names. Who called you this?
Please stop dropping them.
Jeff Brown.
Lies.
Swear to God. Mike James.
Lies.
Andre.
Lies.
Ask
The
them
three of
yourself.
them. The
Ask
three of
them-
them called you,
Time out.
Mrs. Your girl.
Have you stolen their girls?
Not their girls. Someone's girl. When we went to Tokyo one
One
time.
to one girl?
Don't
Ah.
listen to the story.
Wait.
story.
Don't say the word because we don't drop. Because last time I gotta get bleeped out for saying the place. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
No, you can say Tokyo. It's fine.
You a liar.
Oh, now we can say Tokyo?
You can say Tokyo.
You know, we've changed up those rules a bit.
Y'all done switched up on me. Go ahead.
No, that's what they called me. And they said, all right, I accept that. I just
Okay,
took it. I took
so-
it around with it.
So you took one girl.
One time you had a situation where what you. I'm gonna say you
I feel
danced with a
interrogated
chick
right
that
now.
was dancing
I
with
feel
another
interrogated
dude.
right now.
Bro, that
That
shit
you
did not.
wait.
You
No.
are.
Did you bring her home?
No,
Oh.
So then you're not Mrs. Steal Your Girl, dog.
because I stole her from the dude she was with, and I don't know what happened to them
Did you
after
get?
that.
Did you get? Oh, so you didn't get a number. You
You
never
didn't
saw
smash.
her. Again.
MSN.
So then you're not
nothing?
Mrs. Steal Your Girl.
MSN, dog.
I don't know how long this ago was.
Dude,
I don't know how long ago
Yo,
this was.
BB Messenger,
My
like
age- my age
nothing.
is starting
don't
to
worry
show.
what I
Look
did.
at that.
Did you make out with her?
That was in the past. I'm talking about the present.
No, come on,
Yeah,
no.
but that's- yeah, but you said
proclaim
Mr.
you're
said
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Back in the
So-
day.
2.0.
You
Back
stole
in the
one.
day.
You
So
stole
let's
one girl in
go.
your life.
Don't worry about
You
what I did.
no,
never
no.
even stole
Air
a
quotes.
girl.
Air quotes. Stole air quotes someone's girl. Didn't get a number. Didn't get a BBM Messenger pin. Didn't get an MSN.
Not
didn't
even
get
an
an
email.
No one has to know what I did.
Didn't make out with her.
You didn't do a damn
Didn't
thing.
bring her
That's the
home,
whole
like-
point.
You didn't eat the
So-
booty. You didn't eat the
That
box.
sounds mad.
all I'm hearing is
Jason eat box. I need
You
booty.
guys-
He does,
Guaranteed.
bro.
Pause.
He does,
All I'm hearing
bro.
is-
That's not a pause.
all I'm hearing is you
That's a timeout.
dance with a chick that was dancing with a dude, and then after that dance, she probably went back
She
to that dude.
donated
and
a
what the fuck
little
happened.
15
Yeah.
seconds.
So you're not Mr. Steal Your Girl.
You're
That
not.
ain't how it works.
I like how everyone who was not there is telling me something.
But you're not giving us any more clear
I
instruction as
three
to.
names to quote.
I'll shoot a text right now. I got time.
No, we have to write. We have to record. We don't have time.
Bro, we got time for a text.
Anyways.
And luckily for me, I'm in a group chat with both Jeff and Mike. So
Moral of the story
and
is-
Andre.
There you go.
So
is,
let's
listen.
yo, it's Gucci right
your
now,
girl,
bro.
Do your girl a service, please. And because she probably just too shy. It's new. She probably too shy to ask.
He already does that.
You do. I know you do it. There's no way in hell you don't. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Yes.
You eat shit, and you tell me what's wrong with me.
He doesn't eat
Yes, you
shit.
do.
I don't eat shit.
I mean, I don't
I eat the
condone
rim.
these people's behavior, but I mean,
I eat the rim. Okay.
So you eat backwash water and
No.
what?
No. What happens is fresh out the shower.
All right, here we go. The
Fresh out the
conditions.
shower.
Here goes the conditions.
And it's not condition. Well, duh.
dog, like you're not like right after she's
Yeah.
sticking.
Come on,
I'm
you're
I'm
gonna
about
take
to-
a girl straight from the club and eat her ass? Come on, man.
Don't matter,
bro,
dog.
Have some
What
self-respect.
are we gonna do? Korean barbecue and I'm gonna just go to town? Like, fuck out of here. Like, what you mean? Like, what's wrong with you?
Have some
Eating
self-respect.
you're eating whatever she's eating.
No, I'm not. 'Cause
He's
she's
not.
you are.
Oh my!
Anyways, the moral of the story is,
Jason,
you know
eat ass.
Jason and his girl.
I'm definitely
have a
not
bad
eating what
sex.
she's eating because I'm eating that ass.
Exactly. But no, man. Other than that, I just been working. I got into acting now. In case you guys knew.
That's
That's
what's
beautiful,
up.
man. That's
Shot TV.
beautiful.
Actually, the TV show that I shot, you would probably be in love with. It's called The Bold Type.
The bold type?
The Bold Type. BOLD type. So it's pretty much picture Sex in the City but millennials. It's these three girls. They work at a.
So
at a-
basically the life I live.
You don't eat ass, no plane. No, but no, it's these three girls. They live in New York. Well, it's shot here, but it's set in New York. And they work at a magazine company, and it's pretty much just their lives, how they live. And the first season was about them touching on learning about themselves. right? And you learn more about the characters in the second season. They touch more of like different topics, so like interracial dating, race relations within the workplace, like affirmative action type stuff. So it's a really dope show. So I binge watched it. I streamed it right before I got casted for it. So it was dope. So I'm acting now. Got unionized. So
Regular on it, or are you going to?
well, I mean, I got a part that could potentially turn into a reoccurring part. We don't know yet, so we'll see. What happened?
Oh, keep going.
So we'll see what happens. I can't get too much into details on my part, but hopefully they bring me back because that check was nice. Yo. Sign on the dotted line, you know what I mean? What's going on?
I got a response.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
about the Mr. Steal Your Girl story.
2.0.
All right, so this is from Andre. He says, fuck, been so long like a folk story. Did it really happen or was it just a chirp?
Oh.
I remember the name, not sure why. Maybe he went after one of blank's ex, maybe.
Is he? The name?
Do not say the name.
I think I know who it is.
I mean, I'm just going to leave it right there, okay? I'm going to just leave it right there. We are getting out.
Oh, no. I know what he's talking about with this.
All right.
I have no idea what he's talking about with this.
All right. Let's get
I have
back
no
to
idea.
me.
Mr. Steal Your Girl, that was one of your references, okay?
Let's get back to me and my life and what I've been doing.
Receipts that my fly.
You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah. So, but no, but that's it. It's just been grinding, hustling, on stage almost twice a week now. I'm going to LA at the end of September, so it's gonna be a lot of fun shooting content out there.
Big things.
Yeah, I'm trying. Gonna go to New York, do some shows out there too. Made a lot of connects at Just for Laughs, so trying
That's
to
good,
utilize
man.
those and see what we could.
That's really good.
Most definitely.
Yep.
Yo, for real, let's...
We'll give you a round of applause.
Clap track. That's not a clap
You have
track.
the
people.
claps
people
here. You
doing
have
real
big
the
claps.
things, man.
It's real claps.
Like real talk, like for
no, but
our
it's all
people,
about progression
Because like
and people.
the one thing that I love to see is like when people that like you're close to, that you're around, like you want people in your circle or just in your spectrum to do good things and like progress in their career the way they want it to go. You know,
Right.
and I know like even before like me and you, we would have some chats, and you were telling me like, yeah, you want to like do a couple of things. Either it was in New York because you were going down there a lot, or you were talking about the opportunity when we were back when you were at that bar. You want me to say the bar's name?
No.
That you used to work at, right? Well, you know, like we had a good chat there, and he was saying like he had an
Don't give
opportunity in
them
LA,
no
blah blah
pub?
blah. He was just
No
hoping it
pub?
was gonna go through because he was also getting like the work visa and everything. You know, it's like knowing that me and you have at least had those conversations where you've been telling me the progress and it's been actually happening, and now that you've got to this point, like, dude, I'm so proud of you. Like,
Appreciate it.
Keep it
I'm
up,
like
man.
a proud
You're doing
cousin,
good.
yo. You know what I'm saying? Just like seeing what
You're doing
a family
good.
member do
It's
his
good
thing,
to just
man.
it's good to just see that, like, even y'all, like you're putting things in fruition. Like everything that you say you're gonna do, you're doing it. Like when I gave my month's notice yesterday, I had people today come up and yo, hugging me and say, yo, so many times, like it's all I work with all older people, like, yo, if I would have just had the guts that you have right now to go and pursue what I really wanted to do, who knows where I would have been. And even if you fall flat on your face, at least you can say you tried, you know what I mean?
Oh,
That's-
most
No,
definitely.
and that's the biggest thing. Like, a lot of times people don't make that leap because they're afraid to fail. Where it's like, no, you should be afraid to not even begin. And for you, like, you understand that. It's like, I'm sure, like, even when it came to comedy, there were times where like you went on stage and you fucking bombed, but that didn't stop you. All right, you know, swing your dick, bro. But like
the first time I ever went on stage, I bummed. I bummed. First time.
But that's expected, you know.
Yeah.
But that's also it's like a
Part
rite
of
of
the learning-
passage.
yeah,
because
learning
you
curve.
have to go through those trying things.
Yeah.
Like, look, there's that saying where the people that climb the mountain usually stay at the top longer because they work their way to the top. Whereas the people that just got flown out to the top of the mountain, when they fall, they don't know how to get back up. For you, you've worked your way up. Like you've gone through the fucking fires, you've gone through the flames, you're doing the trials, and now you're seeing the fruits of your labor, and that's a beautiful thing, man.
So
Yep.
hoping by the end of this month, once my trip to LA and all my work are like done, transitioning into moving, and then being able to stay in those markets for as long as possible and come back and then really just kind of put a target on the back of Montreal to really just show that there's talent here, you know. So yeah, and then plug y'all whenever I can. I was just telling Jay before this, I'm trying to get on a podcast in New York, a pretty big one. And then plug, I told my boy that I met out, Andrew. Shout out to Andrew Schultz. He's on tour right now, Views from the Cis. He's doing his thing.
That's a big name right there.
Yeah, he's doing his thing right now. So I told him to check you guys out and take a listen to y'all's stuff. So I don't know if he's gonna do it, but
whether he does it or not, I appreciate you shouting us out,
sure.
man, because that's a big name to have out there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, like, dude, like, you've been grinding, man. Like, we've been seeing it, you know? And
y'all don't even come see me perform yet.
I've seen you perform.
Where?
When you had the show that was in that spot in
I didn't perform that day. That was Evangelia. Both of y'all came. The next, hear this.
That is very true.
We did the podcast. Was it the same day or the next day?
The same day.
The same day. The same day they came in the little speakeasy studio to come see her perform. I've been performing for a goddamn year. They didn't come see me once. I posted on my Instagram. Wow. I posted on all my socials. And they didn't come see me yet.
Yo,
dude, this dude get a
When was the last time you performed? Because I don't remember you telling me.
This dude
you
gets
were performing.
a girlfriend and forgets to get a haircut and don't know how to act.
Yo,
I don't know what your excuse is.
Yo, I came.
I don't know what your excuse is. You came what?
I came to laugh. That's why I went.
No,
what do you
honest
mean?
to God, I'm a very forgetful person.
That's disrespect.
Oh, wow.
Yo, you give it to me, I give it to you. That's
came
what
to
it
laugh.
is.
That's why you want to come to a show?
These jokes.
Oh, you nappy headed out here looking like radio.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a very fucking forgetful person. Like, I really am a very forgetful fucking person.
For 3 days, bro. It's 3 days I start. Every time I have a show,
he does post stuff for Comedy Nest.
I post it Comedy Nest, and it's for 3 days.
Like, you gotta understand, I am such
and
a,
I post
like,
my
during
material.
Monday to Friday, first off, I hate leaving the house. Like, Monday to Friday, I'm brutal when it comes to, like, actually going out and
I
doing
just
shit.
work late. That's the only reason.
Bro,
outside of that,
you're 3 metro stops away.
Can you let me explain?
That you don't want to come support me.
Monday to Friday, I'm horrible when it comes to leaving the house. On top of that, I am extremely forgetful. Ask this guy how many times he's asked me to talk to my boy about hooking him up with a fucking
That's not the same thing.
referral.
He reminds you guys online.
But,
It's on my
but you're assuming I see it.
I see you see it.
No, you see me on social media. You don't see me checking your shit.
Bro, I see the people who check my feed and check this thing, and there we go. You're one of the people.
Which social media was this?
Instagram, bro. I see you. You can see the story. Let me show you something. Let me show you this.
You would hate the way I use Instagram.
Let me
I
show-
don't
let me
read
show
shit.
you this little
Anytime
neat
I see
feature.
words, I'm like, skip.
Let me show you this neat feature. You can go and you can see.
I know
all the
that
people.
feature,
Okay,
but what I'm
cool.
saying is,
so then you. All right.
when
so
I
then-
see words, I
Right.
rarely read.
Right.
Like, I don't want to fucking read on Instagram. I want to see
Right.
tits. I want to see, like, a fucking funny video, bro.
Right. See? And it was
like I
crazy
said,
because
like,
I post my jokes.
And, like, I'm
I
not
don't
making
see
an
no
excuse.
likes. I don't see no comments.
I'm not on Instagram.
I'm not making
These
an
dudes don't
excuse.
double
It's
tap my
my
shit.
bad for not being at your show, like, straight up. But I'm telling you why. It's like, I'm just a brutal person when it comes to that shit. Like,
The only reason
you
why-
literally have to text me, yo, this
Did you double
day,
tap my
this
stuff?
time, come through.
No, I didn't check it yet.
Like, straight up, this day, this time, come through. If you text me that,
I have a show Monday.
I will see it.
I have a show
Text
Monday.
me. Text me it.
Hurley's.
This Monday?
Text me it. You see,
This Monday at Hurley's.
I'm telling you what to do, and he's not doing it.
Crescent.
Text me it
I will.
at Hurley's Monday.
So
Text
listen,
me
do
it,
you
please.
understand how many people that
Text me
tell
it, please.
Text me. If I
Your
spent-
phone is right there. Text me it right now.
I got a new phone. I got your number.
You know.
I got a new phone. I got
How
a
many
new
new
phone.
phones are you gonna keep getting?
Bro, I dropped this one in the water.
Instagram DM me right now. Okay.
No, I'm gonna just give me your number now, bro.
I'm gonna give you this fucking guy.
All right, what's next on the topic? Enough about me. I'm tired of talking about myself.
Yo, this show is all about you. This show is all about you and your success.
Nah, bro. Like, listen, I'm doing big things. Y'all doing big things. It's all about helping each other. I like to keep what I'm doing. I don't like to talk too much about what I'm doing. Just more like announcements of when I'm doing it. But I don't like to get into details just because I don't want to seem braggy or whatever. Because
Bro,
a lot
if
of
you
stuff.
don't fucking flex on this podcast and shut the fuck
No,
up.
because a lot of
dog, I
people.
will
No, because
fight
listen,
you,
a lot
dog.
of stuff. A lot of stuff is
I
happening.
didn't bring you here so you can be humble.
A lot of people.
Talk your shit.
Is happening. This stuff that's happening to me now. It's happening very fast, and
Yo, live fast, die young, baby.
Ask anybody who gets into acting. You hear all of these true Hollywood stories. Person's living in a car.
Yeah.
This person's living in here. I've been doing this for 2 months. I landed a TV spot. You know what I mean?
Hey, but-
I'm proud. Like I'm not. That's not
Now,
saying I'm
now,
bragging.
you're, now you're gonna start seeing. But even
Well,
if you
look, I
don't
will
brag,
be arrogant for you.
you're gonna see the
Yo,
jealousy.
all you ladies, when he was in the DMs and you didn't holler at him, we better not see any screenshots of you.
Oh, wow.
When he was here,
leak
blah, blah,
this
blah.
right there.
Yo, I will be the first one to pop
Jesus
off on
Christ.
you, all right?
Jesus
Yo,
Christ.
fuck that shit. You had your chance. You could have got your ass ate, but you're acting dumb. Fuck y'all.
Wow.
He's out of here. He's out of here. You missed your chance.
This escalated quickly.
There you go. Yo, I got your back, baby,
I
man.
don't know how
Fuck
we
it.
got here.
Yo, I already told you when I texted you to come through.
What is it? Off the
This is a
rails
show
part
about
2?
you, dog.
Off the rails part 2?
My name is that.
Off the rails
My
part
name
2?
is that. Yeah.
I'm
But
just
no,
in a
but
good mood, man.
I'm
Yo,
just-
like I said, I'm happy for
Yeah,
you, man.
I'm
Like I'm
blessed
happy
too.
that the
That's
shit
true.
that you were telling me you were gonna do, you went out and did it, and you got your shit for it, man. Like you got
But
recognized.
it's
for what
hard
you're
work
doing.
and dedication. You know?
I love
You
that
just
shit,
stuck
like,
in the
especially
grind.
when it's somebody that I respect and I respect what they do. Like
I appreciate
I
it.
want to see big things happen for the people around us.
It's consistency. It's all about
Yeah.
consistency.
Exactly.
Like, and it goes the same thing for anything. If you want to be successful in life, you need to be consistent. You need to make your mind up and then commit. That's why, like I said, I gave the month's notice, and then it's gonna be pushing this full time. I bumped into somebody that I used to work at Pink Taco back when Pink Taco was a thing.
That was a great spot.
He was right? It was
Such
a
a great
bar.
spot.
He was a bartender there, and he asked me what I was doing, and I was like, I'm doing stand up. He's like, you lying? Yeah. I was like, no, but you're not doing that. And I'm like, bro, I just gave my notice yesterday.
Wow.
This is what I'm gonna be doing full time, and if I fall, I fall. Worst comes to worst, like I'm always gonna get picked up.
Yeah.
So that's all. And the way things are going now, you know, I have a couple meetings coming up, you know, so hopefully that goes well and everything like that. But now, let's get on some real shit. Let's talk
get
about
on
some
some
topics,
shit.
bro.
Let's get on some shit. We've been ranting and
I
raving
want
for a
to
minute.
get into it.
All right, so should we start with Azalea Banks on Wild 'N Out?
Fuck that bitch.
Wow.
We can get into it, man.
Fuck that bitch.
We can get into
She
it.
deserved it.
Oh yeah, man.
She deserved it.
Oh,
100%.
man.
You can't
Ain't
go.
nobody
and
safe
run-
in these streets.
Bro, you can't, especially wilding out. You can't go and run your mouth and talk shit, right? Be the loudest person in the room all the time, and then when someone comes out louder than you, you want to fold and play victim.
She's lousy.
But it
man.
wasn't as bad
She's
as
just lousy.
the way she made it seem
Well,
initially.
let's
It
set
wasn't.
it up for the listeners. You know,
So-
like basically what happened was Azalea Banks had an episode on Wild 'N Out, and if any of you guys know Azalea Banks, she's known for being one of those wild card people on social media. You know, like she'll go out there, she'll have days where she's popping off on people, other days where she's looking for sympathy. We've spoken up about her already on the podcast. What was it, 2-3 weeks ago, where we mentioned what was happening on
Right.
it, but the episode aired. It was all over the place. Everybody was talking about it, and now we actually saw what went down, which was essentially Azalea Banks went on the show without knowing how the show works. Like,
She didn't even do the pick up and kill it. She's just like, I
yeah,
just want to rap.
like she literally went out there and
She don't got
essentially
no
was
bars.
She wanted to rap and do
Just
what?
rap.
And do what?
She just, because the pick up and kill it is like you get a subject and then you go back and forth about
Yeah.
the subject metaphorically.
exactly.
She's like, I don't want to do this. I just want to rap.
She can barely do that.
Like if she just wanted to go on Wild 'N Out and perform, she should have had her
perform.
manager say, "Yo, she just wants to come and perform." But like you go on Wild 'N Out, like everybody knows, like it's a roast battle back and forth. Like this is what they do.
You gotta.
You're gonna crack jokes on each other. You're gonna crack jokes about anything that's going on. Then you're gonna get your different segments that come through with your categories and whatnot.
And you
And
messing with DC Young Fly.
But
too,
it was
it's like-
exaggerated. Like I didn't find like he went so hard on
he
her.
didn't.
To the point where it made like I figured like he must have said some
Like
crazy
he
stuff.
made a slick joke, and then like the first one from the video that I'm remembering, like the first like joke he made, she was like, "Oh, I don't like the fact you're saying to a
Anti-black or
black
some
woman.
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like anti-black women, blah blah blah." And then the next joke that he says, he's like, "Oh, why would you say that? She's a good person." And it's like essentially like anytime anybody would say something, she would come with like some type of positivity shit. Just being like, no, don't. Why would you say that?
No, she
That's
came
like-
at. She came at.
But then,
my
like, she
neck.
looks at him and is like, "Oh, this is your ceiling. This is as high as you're gonna get."
Yeah.
So
That
that's
was-
when it was like, "Oh, so you're finally gonna clap back?"
Yeah.
Floodgates.
But that's not a clap back because I
It
feel
was-
like
yeah, it
I
was
feel
more
like
of her
it's a
just, like,
cheap shot.
flexing. Yeah, it
You know
was
what
a
I mean?
cheap shot.
It was like okay, this is what he does. Like he makes
But
jokes.
she don't know how to roast.
But it had nothing to do with roast. I just think it was an attention-seeking moment, and there
Nah,
was no.
she got mad.
there was no.
She got mad.
I
man.
mean, when was the
got
last
mad.
time she
Upset.
was on radio?
Hmm?
When was the last time she had a radio interview?
I don't know.
When's the
But
last time
that's
she
my
had a
whole
hit?
point.
Exactly.
When's the last time she
When was
had
the
a
last time
hit?
she had a reason to be on
Yeah.
radio?
Well, I'm not a fan of her music like
Nobody
that.
is.
I can't say that. Clearly, she has fans.
By whom?
I don't know.
Let's check her Instagram.
This dude.
I'm sure she's not at. I'm sure she's not at one follower.
Oh, obviously
All right,
not.
so we got. Oh, he's leaving right when we got a little update on what actually happened.
615.
You're actually looking better now for the Mr. Steal Your Girl situation. I know what. You know what?
She's waste.
Who's waste?
Celia Banks. She's waste.
Oh, she's pure waste.
You have to go take a shit. I'm telling y'all listeners out there, Jason's bowel movements have been irregular for the last couple of days. That's why he's been in and out of his place. You're not gonna hear this till Monday, so he good.
The views expressed by Akeem
It's not a view. It is not a view. It is. Trust me, people.
are
it
not
is-
necessarily that of the Don't Be Mad
It is
podcast and
not a
can't be
view.
held against
Hey.
us in the court of law.
It is not a view. But no, Isaiah Banks, she wasted, bro. She honestly, you can't. Like I said, you can't be the loudest person in the room, and if someone comes out louder.
No,
than
I
you get
agree
upset
with you.
I just
I
feel like you
completely
don't
agree
throw
with you.
rocks if you don't want nothing thrown back at you.
And that's the thing, because the one thing about Azalea is like, if you're gonna be on your social medias clapping at people, talking mad shit,
In person, bro, she be doing
and
it.
that's the and on top of it, you do it in person. You gotta understand, not everybody's just gonna sit back and let you do that shit.
Hell no.
Most people are gonna be like, oh, you got jokes, you got shit to pop off. All right, let's do this. Let's go back and forth. As long as we don't get physical, we can
Yeah,
do
but
this.
there's a concept. Like the show is about roasting, right?
But that's the biggest part
no,
of
no,
it.
but
That's
but it was just it's
troubling.
about people making fun of each other. Like people go at Nick Cannon all the time. I think where it took the wrong turn is when she took it personal.
Yeah.
And then made that slick remark about this is as far as you're gonna go in life.
Yeah, but the reason why she did that is because she doesn't know how to roast. Like the second joke, DC Young Fly talked about how she had braces on the bottom of her mouth, but she didn't have the wires. She just had the metal parts.
Yeah.
That was that's what he said, because that's what he does. That's what
Right.
he roasts. He makes fun of. He pokes at something.
Yeah.
That a little funny thing that there, but she doesn't know how to roast. So it's not. This is what she tried to do. She thought she was roasting, but she was just taking the jab, and she ended up looking like
It
an
was
ass
horrible,
she was
man.
crying.
It
Good
was
for her.
fucking horrible.
She
bro.
deserved it. She's stupid.
Oh well. Wish her the best.
Azealia Banks is someone that needs to get put in her place and like humiliated.
And that's exactly what happened.
And
But it was-
DC, because I don't think she
Oh,
knew
she
who,
got flamed,
but I don't
bro.
think she knew who DC Young Fly was.
Oh, she clearly didn't. Which is stupid too, because it's like you're gonna go on this show. You would think at the very least you're gonna watch a couple
I know.
episodes.
But
Like I feel like she
Who
just
hasn't seen strips on
yo
Instagram? or
clearly
whatever?
she has not, because she just looked so out of place the whole fucking time.
You know what I think it is? If you ever watch her any of her radio interviews, what it looks like everyone is just lets her wild out. Nobody checks her. So you look at Ebro, look at all these radio spots that she's done, and nobody says nothing to her. She says whatever she wants.
maybe
All-
Charlemagne probably would check her or something. I'm not sure.
No, Ebro checked her in the interview.
Well,
Barely.
look, the thing is, she's
Barely.
been checked by a lot of people, but it's a difference when it's happening over social media.
But that's what I'm saying. I think
And when it's happening in a situation like Wild 'N Out, where it's not going to be a little back and forth of you say something, I say something. It's like,
but
yo,
wasn't her
fuck
album
you,
being
no, no, no.
dropped right after? Shortly,
It was supposed to, but then it got
right.
held. It
But
got,
I honestly
postponed.
think it was her using that as a publicity stunt, because I don't see nothing he said provoke.
But the
her-
thing is, if,
No,
if
but
you're
hold on.
using it as sorry to cut you off, but like if you're using it as a publicity stunt, why then did you postpone putting out your album?
because the backlash she got from it wasn't as supportive as she thought she would.
But it was immediate.
no. But
No,
hold-
because sorry, like what had happened? Because I remember I was like following this closely because I have a few friends who were like huge Azealia Banks fans for some reason, and the same day that she had went publicly about what happened,
right.
is the same time she had said that she was postponing her album. So she didn't even wait to see what the fallout would have been. She just said, "Oh, I was on Wild Out. They were so rude and all that shit." Like she basically told the whole situation of what happened, and then that
But
same
she could-
day announced
But
that
she
the album
could
was
say
coming
that,
out.
and then if the support was good, she could have dropped it the Friday after.
No, because the thing about
That's the thing. The same day that she announced what
And
happened
here-
to Wild
and
Out, she said
And
she
here's
was
why. And
not
here's
putting
why.
up the album.
And to attest to Matt's point, this we've known about this Wild 'N Out situation long before the episode even aired.
because
Right.
of
No, I know.
her.
Because of her, she
Right.
went on and said Wild 'N Out. They were rude.
Rude,
da-da-da-da.
they were making
Yeah.
colorism
They went on.
jokes,
They went
yeah.
on the 85 South podcast with Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, and
Right.
DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
They were talking about it. They explained what happened. Nick Cannon went on interviews explaining, saying, "Yo, fuck it, we just gonna drop the episode. It's either the full episode's on YouTube.
Yeah, like
So
they
that's the
literally
only
made it.
full episode ever
They
you
made
can
it
find.
fully public.
Yeah, that's the only full episode you can find without no borders, distortion, nothing.
Yeah, the
on
double screen
yeah,
shit.
Exactly. That's the only one. So she wanted this out. she wanted to talk
But
about.
that's my point. I think it was an attention seeking.
It was. She's an attention
Right,
seeker.
but that's my point.
She
So
causes scenes and she wants to be seen as.
But to
seen
say
as a
like it
victim.
was done for the album,
Well, I mean,
No.
I can't say it was done
the
for the
reason
album
why-
because
but the
she
reason
literally
why I-
canceled putting out her album.
But the reason why I say that is because, for one, no one really pays attention to her unless she's going off on somebody. So no one's even aware of her work or what she's doing. So this is a way for her to publicly say it, and as many people hear about it. And then she's eventually going to drop it. Maybe she's going to do something crazy before she drops it. I don't think no one wants to interview her because I haven't seen any interview with her.
Oh, I'm
recently.
sure if she was like making it known that she wants to do an interview, people would pick her
Yeah,
up.
people are gonna pick her up.
Especially now that the
Is she
episodes
doing it?
air,
Yeah.
they would definitely
Is
pick
she
her
doing
up.
a press tour?
Before that, no one
I'm
was.
sure she was just laying low. Dude,
I
there were
don't
so
know.
many people that had questions about what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
And
But she-
we literally had to wait for this episode because she just kind of went into like radio silence.
We needed to see it. We needed to like.
She
here's all-
announced
here's
it
the-
and then went away.
Prior to the whole thing, she was very quiet anyway.
No, she's
Still
always
talking
out there.
shit as usual.
Yeah,
She's
she's talking
always
shit,
out
but
there.
it's all
But
hearsay.
I don't even follow her that heavily, but she's
knew.
always popping up.
You knew.
I don't follow her on any social media, but she's always popping up on my social
Because
media.
she needs the beef to stay relevant because her music is not strong enough to carry her. So,
But I mean,
her-
when
at
she
it
first
was-
came out, her music was good.
no, it was
No, she has a-
went at Iggy.
As far as music
she
goes,
went
she
at
has a
T.I.
few like tracks that I've heard. I'm like,
Poop.
yo, this shit's actually pretty
She
good.
does have some good records.
Poop.
To you,
Whole body work.
to you.
Subjective.
There's some like I don't like her whole body of work, but there are tracks that I've heard from her. Where I was like, yo, this is actually pretty banging. Like I actually like
I don't know
some
any
of
of
the
her
shit that
songs,
she's
to
put
tell you
out.
the truth.
What do you mean?
I don't know any of her songs.
I don't know none of her songs.
I just heard her rap
I
and I was
heard.
like,
I
no,
hear.
can't do it.
That's it. Just her style is just.
No.
Even at the show.
I can't really say that she's bad, but her music.
But
doesn't
she's all. I
interest me.
personally think she's talented.
I do too.
I
Music
don't
doesn't
think-
interest me.
I
or
just
anything
wish
like
she
that.
just separated herself from the bullshit.
I think
and
she's a
just
bad
started to
person.
Make
I think-
fucking music.
I think she's just a bad person in
Yeah,
general.
I
though.
think she's just.
I can't. You can't go out and say she's a bad person. You don't know her personally.
I don't know her personally, but
Nah,
the way
but
she
based off
acted.
what you see.
Wait, that's what
She's
I
a
see.
bad
what you showed
celebrity.
me.
Bad celebrity, I could give you that, but a
Right.
person, nah. You guys, that's a
It's
bit.
based off what you listen. You gauge how people are based off what you see. So if you see her the way she's,
That's
and you compare,
not true.
But then, no,
That
but you
is
do.
not
But then
true.
you compare. No, but then you compare it
Because
to
what I choose to show and who I actually am is a completely different thing.
Because how many times you would hear
Speaking
like
from self.
you would hear about shit
It's you.
about like celebrities doing
That's
this,
what I'm saying,
celebrities
speaking from
doing
self.
that, and you'd be like,
Would I-
whoa, I would
You're
never
a bad
thought
person.
that.
Is
But
R.
you
Kelly a
never
bad
thought
person?
that. R. Kelly?
Yeah.
I'm not here
Yes.
to judge. It's just based on it's
How? You don't know how he is.
Yes.
And you don't know him personally.
The man can't read. So
You
he's
don't.
bad
You
person.
don't know him personally. No, but you just no. But based off your argument, you don't know him personally.
Yeah, I
So you
can't. I
make
can't
an
say
assessment.
that he's a bad. I don't know who he is.
Based off what you see and how people act. It's not like people are making her like the media's making her out to look bad. The shit she says in interviews.
Right.
You can't manipulate that.
Right, but we live in a world where attention is valuable.
Doesn't mean anything.
No,
Doesn't
it does
that-
mean something.
No, it doesn't, because
For
you can still be a bad person.
No,
you can
I'm-
still get attention and be a shitty human
But
being.
listen to what I'm saying though. Attention is the most, I guess, valuable currency right now.
Of course.
And I think that's what she doesn't know how else to get it from people.
But that doesn't take away from what I'm saying.
Well, because you're saying that what she does makes her a bad person.
Yeah.
Versus what I'm saying is she does this for attention.
She could do good stuff and
But
be
get
a bad-
attention, too.
And get attention
No
as well.
one, we all know that if she was to go out and do something, build a girls' school in Africa, no one's gonna publicize that.
Why
shit.
the hell not?
Come on,
They should, but they probably won't.
they would not.
Because
they
a lot of
literally
people
would
hold
not.
biases as well.
They would not. They would just people like drama.
Of course, people like drama.
But that's what she's feeding into.
Okay, you're feeding into it, but you can still be you're a
Still
bad
a
person
bad
feeding into
person.
drama.
But you can't use the same argument to justify.
What you're
her
saying
being
is
a
something about popularity.
Yeah.
And it's not the same thing, popularity and being a
And
good
attention.
or bad person. It's two
Attention and
different
popularity
things.
are two different things. You
But
can
I'm-
have attention for the wrong reasons or the right reasons.
Yeah, but-
popularity is people liking you.
No, but what I'm saying is she's doing these things to gain attention.
Okay, that's fine.
But that doesn't mean that's who she really is.
But that's okay. So what the character that you're portraying
Okay.
is a bad person.
But that's different than calling her a bad person.
I can call her a bad person because that's all. I only know the.
We
character
only know the
she's trying to play.
character. We only know the character. We don't know anything else about her. So we
Unless
can't
she's,
call
yeah, that's all I know. So if I'm just gonna go based off that, to me, she's a bad person.
But so then you should preference it by saying based on what she's
But
showing.
I see she's a bad person.
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, that works.
She ain't shit.
That sounds like a conclusion.
And when I get on that level, I'm gonna tell her she ain't shit.
That makes you a
I
better
mean, you
person.
can tell her right
I'm
now.
gonna ask for a drop.
DMs are open
ask
as
her for a
last
job?
I heard.
I'm gonna ask for a drop.
Oh, drop.
What's next? We
Nikki
all-
don't give drops. Drops and hugs.
Oh, Nikki, Nikki, don't do that.
You want
What's next on the docket? If we want to keep it on female rappers, we could talk about Doja Cat using the word, well, the F word. I won't say it because I've changed my ways.
What, faggot?
What's wrong with you?
I'm just asking a freaking question.
What is wrong with you?
I didn't laugh at that.
Have some tact. Have some class.
Hey, I'm not using it to insult anybody. I just said the word. I'm not using it to.
You said it with a bit of conviction. It bothered me.
Well, that's your problem. Deal with that shit yourself.
What happened? I'm not too familiar with this story.
Well, everybody knows. Well, in recent weeks, the "Bitch I'm a Cow" song that came out, the meme song from Doja Cat.
I have no idea about that shit. Bitch, I'm a cow?
My goodness, people. Why do we do a podcast?
Y'all asked me to come here.
Like, why do we do a podcast?
Y'all called me.
These
I
guys
heard
just
of
live
some
on the
aspects of
rocks.
what you're talking about, but I don't know.
Is this the girl that they brought back old tweets?
Yes. There's so many ways I want to tackle this situation
Okay, go ahead.
that I don't even know where to fucking start. So just let me get my thoughts off, and then we'll go from there.
It should be irrelevant.
I just said let me get my thoughts off. Get my thoughts off. I'm with you on some parts.
Make it
Get my
quick.
thoughts off. Okay. So essentially what had happened was, Doja Cat, who's a female rapper, she's been in the game for a bit, puts out a track that blew up overnight, essentially called "Bitch I'm a Cow," where she's essentially saying "Bitch I'm a Cow" in the whole song. Funny song, good video, she's hot as fuck. That's why I watched more than 20 fucking times. I won't even lie. Pulled
I'm
out the
curious
Jergens.
to watch it.
Pulled out the Jergens. Anyways,
Oh, it's okay.
couple weeks later, old tweets get pulled up. Basically, she's using the word faggot,
Okay.
very derogatory term,
Okay.
using it in a derogatory way.
Okay.
And there's a lot of backlash coming to her now, but there's two ways in which this has been approached. There's the people who are essentially looking at it as, this girl who is female rapper is getting a little bit big. The second that she gets, like, her 50 minutes is beginning, people are just digging into her past to find anything to bring her down.
Of course.
But then there is the angle of looking at what she said. And for where I stand, I'm not going to judge you based on what you did in your past. I'm mostly going to judge you on how you handled your past transgressions coming up. And the thing that pissed me off about this whole thing of like her old tweets where she's using the word faggot coming up is the way she responded to it. Basically, let me get the...
This is the thing I have with people. They don't stand on what they say. Stand on your shit, no matter what it is. It's there. People find it. Don't deny it. Don't wait 24 hours. People saw it. They know it's you.
Yo, all
It's
you gotta say is
yes, I said that.
I said it. That was how long ago? How long
Legit.
ago was that?
But what did she say? I'm waiting for his.
All you gotta say is that was 3
Yeah,
or 4
sorry.
years ago.
Yeah, it's 3-4 years ago. I
I
said
had
it 3
it.
4 years
Y'all
ago.
that bored?
I had the picture. I had the fucking...
And
Here it
even
is.
if you don't feel that way,
So yeah, basically when it came out, this was her very first response, which she quickly deleted afterwards. She goes, "I called a couple people faggots when I was in high school in 2015. Does this mean I don't deserve support? I've said faggot roughly like 15,000 times in my life. Does saying faggot mean you hate gay people? Do I hate gay people? I don't think I hate gay people. Gay is okay." Here's the issue with this initial response. One, you're using the word constantly. Now, I know we've used the word constantly, but we're explaining a situation is very different from what she's going with this in terms of a response to her using that word derogatory in tweets in the past. So, first issue, you're using the word faggot multiple times in this tweet, and you're not essentially
From 2013?
being apologetic about it. You're not basically separating yourself from the past you that was there. Now, I can understand if like she came out and was like, "Look, yes, I said the word faggot, and at the time I was very ignorant to the way it affects people in the LGBTQ community." If you come out and immediately you say that and you have some form of like remorse, I'm not even going to be bothered with you. At that point, I'm just going to be like, you know what? You made your apology. You understand where the infliction lies. We can move on from here. But you come out with this initially and you immediately delete because obviously it was fucking dumb. For you then to go on and essentially feel as if that was enough. And like she had put out another response that was like pretty much bullshit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to
Why
find
isn't it though?
that particular response, like the first one that she put out.
Yeah.
You can read it and figure it out. Like, if you can't see why that response is not an
I called a couple
apology.
people, I'm not gonna say it. F star 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 star. When I was in high school, that mean I deserve support. I don't deserve support. I've said F word star 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 roughly like 15,000 times in my life. Does saying F star 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 star?
Okay, from this point, we'll just say F word.
You hate gay people? Do I hate gay people? I don't think I hate gay people. Gay is okay.
That's not an apology.
Well, what is she apologizing for?
Yeah.
For the derogatory tweet she had where she used the F word.
In 2015?
Bro.
Still,
She does. I don't think. I think.
2015 is 3 years removed.
Okay, but
You're still a whole different person. She was in high school.
Yeah, and that's my point. You're a whole different person. You can literally make that established in your response as an apology.
But
No, but why
why does
isn't
she need
an
to
apology?
apologize?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Jamali.
Look,
Because
I'm a nobody.
Hold on
And
a second.
no. You asked me why
No,
does
no,
she need to apologize?
I need
Let
to
me answer
finish
the
my
question.
point, though.
No, you asked me a question. Let me answer the question. And I'll put it like this. I'm a fucking nobody. I've gone through my old tweets and I've deleted a lot of old tweets where I was a fucking dickhead. Where I have used the word in the worst, most derogatory ways. But I have learned from that past, like the shit that I used to do, that was not okay. That was completely wrong. Me, a nobody, fucking went back and deleted that shit because I know. And even if at some point maybe somebody screenshot and they pull it up now, if it ever came up, the first thing I'm doing is wholeheartedly apologizing for ever using it that way, ever using it, period. I'm talking about myself here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Let
myself
go.
here. I would full on wholeheartedly apologize for you because where I am now, I understand the way I was using that terminology was completely ignorant and unacceptable.
Right. But that's a personal thing to you. And the way you approach that situation, you handle it the way you see fit. Now, it doesn't mean that someone else can't do it their way and be right as well.
Like that, to me, like, what's more important, the apology or the acknowledgement?
Right.
Because you can acknowledge without having to say, I'm sorry. Like, to me, you said in 2015, I acknowledge the fact that it's wrong. I don't use the word again. I shouldn't have to go back, delete tweet. You know what I mean? You didn't care about it back in 2015. All of a sudden, I have a little bit of clout.
And you know
Now
what?
wanna bring that
I
up
agree
and-
with you on
know
that.
what I
No,
mean?
and I'm not arguing with on that. If she had put this out and she left it out,
Yeah.
if this is your stance on it, this is your stance on it, so
Right.
be it. We will judge you based on this. You put it out and immediately delete it, you know you're wrong.
Well, I mean, bro, we know these celebrities have different people in there and
Exactly,
who we are and all
but
this
you
different
put
stuff.
this tweet out
Right.
and you immediately delete it because you're not getting
Yeah,
the
but that's
response
not
you want.
fair.
But
You
listen-
know you're wrong. No, it's
No.
not even a matter of fair at that point.
No, it is.
You
It
know
It
what
is.
you're doing.
I think you're expecting an apology, even if she
No,
was to say
I'm
any
not
other
even-
way.
I'm not even expecting because to what we are gonna soon talk about, which is bringing up old fucking tweets, which I think is stupid as shit. The fact that I had to go back and delete old tweets just
It's
for
stupid.
the idea of maybe somebody pulling that shit up and fucking up what
It's
we
dumb.
have.
Listen, this is my thing with this.
I hate that shit.
This is my thing.
I fucking hate that shit.
I don't mind.
But if it comes up, you have to understand now you have a responsibility to either double down on your shit and stand where you stand, or put out an apology that is sincere and heartfelt to what you truly believe.
But
Yeah,
listen,
If you put-
legit, let
if
me
you
say
put-
this. Go.
I'm gonna let him go, but if you put this out, if this is how you genuinely feel, stand by it. Don't delete it less than 20 minutes later because you're not getting the response you expected from it.
all right.
That means you don't actually
me-
believe what you believe.
Let me say this. I personally said a whole bunch of shit, stuff about gay people, saying the C word because they don't want me to say it, about Larry Lewis and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go delete that stuff. That's what I said. I'm gonna stand by I'm gonna stand on what I said. If someone asked me today, "Oh, you said something about gay people back then," I'm like, "Yeah, I did." Did I say it to you now?
That's it.
Well, what do I have to be scared of to go back and apologize for something I said? No, I'm not going to apologize for something I said. If I don't say it now and I say it again randomly and you caught me doing it, I'll apologize for it. But I'm not going to apologize for something I did 5-10 years ago that I written down.
I'm a whole
And
different
that,
person.
I understand because
never do
you're
that.
not the same person that you were before. But at the same time, if somebody approaches you about that, you're gonna tell them you're
That's not
not the
me.
same person anymore.
Yeah, but it's not an apology.
But it's not a problem. I'll be like, yeah, I did say that. I didn't say
But
that.
that's way more sincere than you just being like, yeah, I've said it. I've said it this many times. I've said it that many times. Does that mean I hate gays? Like, no, like that, because then it's not even an apology. It's a mockery. You're basically saying
think
I
it's a
threw it out there
mockery.
because I fucking could.
I don't think it's a mockery because
No, but essentially that's what it is. And understand, like, us not being gays, not being homosexual people, we don't have that same affliction to the word that they do.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
No, I think it really does
don't think
because
so.
No.
there are a lot of gay people that were very, very hurt by these statements that they saw come up.
For sure.
But of course, but that's something
And
personal. You
then
can't
when
control
she
that.
put this post out, they were extremely disrespected by what she said.
They felt disrespected.
Why?
Of course.
So that's on them. Why?
But that's them. She
Why?
didn't say that to be more disrespectful.
This is a derogatory term to them.
listen, I can explain
So
this.
if you say a response to a derogatory term that you've used that is directed to them, and they see your response and say, this is fucking bullshit, you got to take that into consideration.
Listen,
Ooh, go ahead.
as a comedian, you would appreciate what I'm going to say this. It's like a stand-up comedian going to a stand-up and telling a joke about someone who has Down syndrome. And then someone in the crowd saying, my brother has Down syndrome.
It's not the same.
It is the same.
That is the same.
It is exactly
I'll
the
tell
same
you
thing.
why it's different. With comedy, you don't know something's going to work until you go out and do it.
She's a performer. It's the same thing.
No, it's not the same
performance.
thing.
Okay, but
This
it
isn't
is the
something
same
that she put in a song.
Okay, but let me ask
She
you a
performed
question.
the song.
As a
She's a
comedian,
performer.
you're going to go out there and like maybe you
Try
have
material. Yes.
Yeah, you're going to try material. You're going to see what works. And yeah, you don't know how people are going to be affected by your material. But at the end of the day, your job isn't to go out there and offend. His job is to go out there and make
Neither
people
is,
laugh.
yeah, but, do you
is
think,
her.
but do you think her intention is to offend? Her intention is to justify what she said. But the thing about it is, the justification wasn't what people didn't like it, and it wasn't good enough for that. Wasn't a good enough response.
The justification did not help all the past things that she put out.
Okay, but could I just say
But it
something?
shouldn't.
She shouldn't
You
have
should
to
not- you
apologize
shouldn't-
for past.
Well,
something
exactly.
like that.
You should not
something
be
like
held-
that.
And look, I agree with you on that. When it comes to people digging through your past and pulling up shit that you did in your past, I don't think you should have to justify shit
At
that's
all.
beyond, like, behind
At
you.
all.
I don't think you should have to go and like now have a fucking
Backtrack.
press conference and press anything. But if you are gonna go and address something that came up in your past,
Right.
don't be fucking stupid about it.
She wasn't.
She wasn't
what
being
did she say?
stupid.
What did she
Clearly
say?
she wasn't. She fucking deleted the shit that she put out.
Because there's a whole team behind her. You understand? These are celebrities, bro. This is not like you just here and I'm like,
All right.
that
So
might
you're
not be
saying
good
she has
thing
a
for-
team behind her?
Yes, and
if
it's
when it
PR.
came out, why didn't she just go straight to her fucking team?
Listen, it's PR. Listen, it's not about what you feel. How many times do you?
But no, you're saying, and I get it. You're saying she has a PR team. When it came out, why wasn't her very first call straight to her PR team?
because you just tweet instinctively.
And what she instinctively
she's the
put out
boss.
was
Because
horrible.
she's the boss.
No, but it
Regardless of
wasn't-
PR team,
it
she's the boss.
wasn't
Okay,
bad.
but the case in point, even if she was a regular person, my whole thing is, we've all used that word at some point in our past, right? We're a bit older, so there's not really much they could probably find when we were 13 that they can find and be like, oh, you said this. This is something it's gonna happen. I mean, you find the average kid who was 13 when Twitter was popping, you're gonna find some ignorant stuff about them.
Yeah.
Now, what she said was, I've used it. Does it make me hateful towards people who are offended by this? No. I support that. Not support, but she's okay with that lifestyle. That's what she expressed. So to me, I don't see that she need to go further and say, well, I'm sorry for using the word. I now know that it's offensive. I didn't know back then that it was.
It's like
I mean, what do you want her to do
it's like
more?
she's not doing ignorant shit consistently. She did it back then. She hasn't done it. She hasn't done
Right.
it since. And like you can't. And how old was she when she came up with those tweets? High school.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's what now? She's out of high school doing her own shit now.
Well, yeah.
Like I understand why
I don't
some
think
people.
I don't think an apology is necessary.
I understand why some people go back in time and delete tweets and stuff like that. Because
I would not do
either
that.
because either it's an image thing, they don't want it to be
I
seen
don't
as a
tweet
bad
that
That's
much
what it
anyway.
is. It's an image thing.
Right.
This whole game is about pleasing the
Perception,
masses.
yeah.
pleasing the masses. So you backtrack, you delete all this stuff just to please the masses.
Yeah.
So because that's what it is. Her business is she makes music, she's an entertainer. Her life revolves around people liking her, essentially.
But it is.
If people don't buy her shit, if people don't stream her, she's not gonna make no money. She's gonna be irrelevant, and everyone's gonna drop her. And the lifestyle that she works so hard for is gonna mean nothing. So that's why you do things to keep status quo. So her going back and saying, like what she said, that's a conversation she would have with her friends.
Right.
Well, no, that's like, well, I said this. Why would I apologize? Not why would I apologize, but I said it then. I said it a few times.
I don't hate them now.
I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I never hated them. It was just something that I said. I get it. You don't like the word. You don't like the way but you can't dictate how I'm gonna feel or how I should. You can't tell me how I should feel bad. If you want to hate me for the things that I say, go ahead and hate me. But it's gonna be more of a burden than you. I don't hate you. I have no animosity towards you. You just don't like the apology because you want to feel good about yourself.
It doesn't appease them.
Exactly. That's the perfect word. It doesn't appease them.
That's how I see it.
I did nothing to hurt you. I'm not threatening your life. I'm not saying you should be all thrown on a fucking island or some shit. No, live your best life.
But it's also like she said the word, but we don't know what context. You know, I haven't been someone who've used that word. I've never used it to really insult someone of that
Right.
lifestyle. I'm just saying, you know, we might just say like, oh, that's, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say, but so even that plays a role.
I don't think the context really matters because it's like somebody saying nigga, right? If a white dude came and said nigga, no matter what, in endearment, the context is somebody's going to swing.
No,
You know what I mean? So you're gonna, no matter what context, if it's an offensive,
You're not going to be pleased.
Yeah, if you're gonna be
regardless.
offended, it doesn't matter what the context is. You're gonna be offended regardless. My whole thing is on
But
the
you also have to look at it too from the perspective of her age and when it was said. I'm not saying it was
environment,
right
yeah.
or wrong. I'm not saying it's a right or wrong thing. But if she's chilling with her friends and she's like, oh, you're such a... It's not right? But that's just a way people once spoke.
I think people just...
Right.
I think people are just looking for excuses to go back in time, take the person
That's it,
from that
and
time.
just find anything.
It's the same.
Look,
It's the same thing
the
with the
reason.
No, but it's the
on
same
top
thing
of
with
the
the R.
fact of
Kelly
like
thing.
talking about it.
It's the same thing with the R. Kelly thing. People used to love his music and stuff, but the whole charging and stuff like that was like, I can't listen to his music no more. I'm
People
like,
still bump his music.
Of course. I'm
His
still
music is
bumping
still
my
good to me.
step in the name of love.
Yeah.
his music's still good
I
to
play
me.
at every wedding.
I
He's a piece of
believe you're
shit.
listening to a pedophile's music.
But that's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't
Listen,
give a shit.
listen,
I like
Dave Chappelle
music.
said it.
I listen to the artist
How old is
R.
13
Kelly.
really?
How old is 15
How old
really?
is 15 really? Yeah.
How old is 15 really? That's all I gotta say. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Go watch the clip on YouTube. How old is 15 really?
Dave Chappelle
You
said
seen
it.
the clip?
I seen
Don't look
it.
at me like that. Have you seen the clip?
How old is 15
Go
really?
look
It's
at
hilarious.
the clip.
It's hilarious.
Go look at the clip.
As fuck is what 15 is to me.
Go look at the clip
I don't
and you'll
even,
see what I'm
no,
referencing.
I don't even need to go see the clip. How
See?
young is
See?
15 really?
You don't like to fact check.
Young
You don't like
as
to fact check,
fuck.
Ty.
No, I'll check it out. But 15? No, I am perfectly fine. Thank you very much.
You
Fuck
don't
out of
wanna
here.
know. You
15?
get it.
I
You know what I'm
saw
talking
the
about.
joke. I saw
Oh,
the
You
joke.
know what
no.
I'm talking about.
Hilarious.
Moral of the story is, I don't think she has anything to apologize for. I think she did her thing.
Yeah, same
I-
thing.
Look, and I'm with you on that. I don't think she should have apologized. But if you're going to apologize, do
But
it
she
fucking
wasn't
right.
going to apologize. Clearly, her goal was to just say,
Do it
yes,
right.
I've done it. And
Because
she
I was trying to find the other post that went up. She had posted that, which is the main one that everybody fucking got pissed off, rightfully so. But then she deleted
not
that.
rightfully
posted it-
so, because
Hold on. She posted that, deleted it, then posted another apology, deleted it, and then had one that was like a formal apology that was put out.
Probably your PR team.
PR team.
The two first ones were her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'm going to judge you on you.
For sure.
But you can't judge somebody because they didn't do what you want them to do.
No, I did not say I'm judging her because she didn't do what I wanted her to do. I said I'm going to judge you based on what you do.
But what did she do that was wrong?
But you were expecting an apology.
you were-
and
you
you
guys-
didn't get it.
I wasn't expecting anything.
well,
You just
she
said you
did-
said that's a
she
fake
said-
ass
I
apology.
said
made an
if you're
acknowledge-
going to apologize,
But
do
you,
it properly.
that's my point.
Yeah, but that's assuming
But
she was
but
gonna
assuming
apologize.
she was going to apologize. She made an acknowledgement.
That's an assumption.
She
She said-
clearly was going to. If she put this out, deleted it, put out another one, deleted it,
No,
and then
that's
came
her
up with a formal
team.
fucking apology.
That's
Bro,
her team. That's
Stand
her
by
team.
what you fucking believe then.
Of course, she said it.
She did.
Don't make excuses
It's
for
easy-
her.
it's easy to
She's
say
not
that when
even
you're not in that
standing by
position.
what she
She's-
believes.
It's easy to say that when you're not in that
No,
position.
you
It's
guys are
very
making
easy.
excuses for somebody
I'm
who
not making
clearly
excuses.
knew
No.
she was wrong.
Yeah,
It's
but you're
not-
also, but
she
you're,
didn't know she
but
was-
you're also
no,
putting
she's
your
not
own
wrong.
opinion on how she should have behaved.
We're
because
all
she's
putting
not-
our
no,
opinion
because
here,
you're
bud.
saying if she was going to,
This is a podcast. We're all putting our opinion here.
Okay.
Duh.
Get in this context,
The
though.
fuck are you talking
I understand
about?
what Jamal is saying.
But you're saying if she was going to apologize, she should apologize properly. That alone is
assumption-
wrong.
is
You're
assu-
assuming
she's gonna
She
apologize.
clearly, by her statement, was making an acknowledgement of you haven't used the word.
Right.
That's it. It's not
That's
an
not an
apology.
apology.
That's not an apology.
So don't delete it.
Yes, I
We
agree
get
with
what
you.
you're saying.
But you're thinking
You're
it's-
looking.
It's a team.
It's a team
ton of-
thing.
There's a whole fucking company and PR and all of it.
It's just-
Management and
it's like-
agents.
Do you think record companies
like-
want to
look,
see that shit?
it's like-
I
Yeah.
would
See it, dog?
100% agree with you on that if she posted that, deleted it, and then the formal team apology came out.
Yeah, but they could have a disagreement where she's like, "No, I want to
She
say
posts
something
it,
myself," and then
deletes
she
it.
posted something.
Posts another tweet,
Ah, come on.
deletes it, and then the formal comes out.
Yo, how many times have you done something and then like no, you're fucking up, and then you did something again, it's like no, you're still fucking up. That happens all the time. It happens with me all the time. So she tried it. Oh no, try to make it a little this way. Oh, she fucked it up. Oh, okay. You know what? Let us just do it.
Let's
First
do
time you ate ass. That's when he,
We're not. First time I ate ass?
It wasn't. I didn't
That
apologize.
wasn't a mistake, my guy. That wasn't a mistake, my
Tell
guy.
him. But moral of the story is this: like everyone,
I had to do it. Like it was
everyone was the
getting too tense,
assumption.
bro.
Everyone was under the assumption she was gonna apologize. When they didn't get that apology,
Yeah, they reacted.
they reacted badly.
Right.
Then she
Alright.
deleted it because I'm assuming that's what she was told to do because it's all about keeping up appearances. How many times do you see these celebrities mess up and then backtrack?
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? So that's it. If we
All right,
still
let's jump on the next thing because we're basically
Pressed for
talking in
time,
circles
yeah.
at this point.
yeah, that's
We're
it.
pressed? Are we pressed
Not
for
pressed.
time?
Are we good?
Tyler, are we pressed for time?
Oh, we
Jason,
should.
are we pressed for time?
Yo, Tyler just said, fuck, we can go all night. All right. I was going to segue this into the 9-year-old boy, Jamel Miles, who committed suicide,
Wow, I didn't. hear
being
about
bullied for coming out as gay.
At 9, you realize that, bro? That's crazy.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
At 9,
Rather than having a big thing about it, we're just going to jump into it quick. Jamel Miles, 9-year-old boy who was in in elementary school, said, came out as gay. Immediately was getting bullied about it. It was a pretty fucked up situation, essentially. And the reason we talked about the Doja Cat situation, I was also going to bring up the City Girls situation where the girl Carisha had put out tweets in her past where she had said if she ever had a son that was gay, she would beat the gay out of him.
Okay.
And then you have this situation now where like this 9-year-old boy who got bullied in school when people were saying he was gay, then he officially came out as gay and was basically like, his whole thing was he wanted to like become a YouTube star and be a promoter of positivity as like the people that he looked up to.
right.
But then in his school, he was constantly getting bullied daily to the point where like the kids that were bullying him were telling him to go kill himself, and he eventually did.
Kill himself?
Yeah, he hung himself.
That sucks.
So like
the
the
worst.
reason,
Yeah.
obviously, like we've been having this big discussion about the word faggot, but the one thing I wanted to like basically pull into those conversations into this one is how we have to be a bit more mindful about the way we approach these specific things, and how it's like, although we look at it as like it's just something from the past and we shouldn't be judged on something from the past, how it has such a greater effect on the things that are around us, especially around the younger people who are coming
Right.
up in a world who, although it's 2018 and we look at this world as very much accepting, it still has so many more
Overly
strides.
sensitive.
It still
But I
has so
also
many more
exactly
strides to
that's
go.
exactly what I'm about to
Overly
say.
Exactly, very overly sensitive.
Right.
I think
And it's overly sensitive in every aspect where it's, you can be somebody who's very accepting and you're overly sensitive to people who aren't. And then you could be somebody who completely isn't accepting and be overly sensitive to those who are. Like it works on both spectrums, and we have to be mindful of those things.
the suicide thing is always. I've always had like two very opposite thinkings of how suicide works, regardless of if you're gay or anything else like that. I'm not in anyone's shoes to know how they feel or anything like that. But on one hand, I see people who do suicide or who kill themselves or anything like that. I see them as weak. But on the other hand, I'm not in their head to really judge who they are. I don't know how they're thinking. They have something in their head. I'm not sure if it's a mental instability or if it's just pressure or anything like that. So I'm always of the two opposite spectrums when it comes to those to suicide, because on one hand I'm like, all right, the resources are there for you to use in order for you, if it's from a parent, from a teacher, brother or sister, whatever, you have a support system around you. If you don't want to reach out to them, I don't understand why you don't do it. But on the other hand, it could be like you get to getting bullied at school the whole time, and it's like you're at school all the time.
Right.
You're not at home all the time. You're at school more than you're at home.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
you're getting that 8 hours a day, 8 hours a day, 8 hours a day for a whole
You're
year.
basically getting destroyed.
You're getting destroyed a
from
whole
the
year. So you
inside.
get that.
Everywhere you turn.
Constantly.
So
And the fear.
I'm always torn between those two things, because it's like, on one thing, I personally can't see myself doing something like that, but I can't really judge you because I'm not in your head. And when it comes to suicide, especially when you're dealing with either gay people or trans or anything like that, it's very, very touchy. And I don't. My opinion with it's like, just be good to everyone.
That's it. Just be a good person.
Just be a good person. And
it's easier said than done. You can't just assume.
but you know what my mom
that's
told
the
me when I was in
fucking
school.
issue with it.
My mom told me when I was in school, elementary school, she said, "I'd rather you be the bully than be bullied." And I understand. And now that I look at older,
Please don't encourage your kids that, please.
Well,
no,
Well, let him put context to it.
No,
put
put your context,
because
please.
because what my mom understand, especially like when you're probably the only black person out of everyone in the school
That's it, you're
in
a
that
target.
place, you're gonna be targeted more so
Yeah.
often, and by the teachers. And my mom told me this, and at first I was like, no, everyone likes each other and stuff. But as you get older, I was like,
100%.
I get it now. I get it, and that's why when I heard like NBA Zach Randolph, he says when he saw what's his face DeMarcus Cousins like pushing people around, and if DeMarcus Cousins says, "In my hood, bully get bullied," and like I understand, because there's always some shit to it, and it's like you can't let yourself get pushed around. You got to be tough. I'm not saying bully people, but you have to
Assertive.
be you have to be assertive in yourself.
And like that, I feel like at the same time that's something that's so much easier said than done, you know? Because I mean, like, I look at it from the perspective of, I look at like my nieces and my little cousins, and I think of what would I do if they were in this type of situation where they were either the bully or being bullied, you know? And one thing I try to do with them is I constantly talk to them, ask them, how's your day going? You know, how was school? And like, sometimes they just want to give me the one word answers, but I really pry in. I was like, oh, who's your favorite teacher? Who's your favorite friend? Like, I will make them talk, because kids love to talk at the end of the fucking day, you know? If you can just,
trust you.
yeah, like if you can hit that right topic that they're very interested in, they'll open the floodgates and just tell you everything. And for that reason, I always make sure I try to have conversation, because I want to know what's happening with them. And like I've always said, like, I don't know how I would react if I found out they were being bullied, because of the love I have for them, the way that like I look at them.
Stomp
as,
out
like,
on site. I don't care how old you are.
yeah, it's like
If it was my
I mean,
kid-
like
Oh,
I
absolutely.
I hope I would
Oh, no
have
doubt.
some type of restraint to not just like fucking kick a 9-year-old in the chest
I
and
would.
smack
I
up
would.
the parent when I see
Easy.
them. But it's
Sparta.
that understanding of like no, but what I'm saying is like it's that understanding of like I look at this child who like I've literally seen since they were minutes old, and how like they're growing before my eyes, and knowing like, yeah, you may not be my child, but like I'm your uncle. Like,
family.
I love you to fucking death.
course,
I will
of
do
course, of
anything
course.
for you. And if somebody is harming you, like that idea, that thought in my mind is no, this fucking person's gonna get it, you know? And with that understanding, I just wish more parents took a bit more attention to detail when it comes
Parents,
to
it's
their
adults.
kids. No, but
No,
but
it's
I'm- but
adults, bro.
when it comes to a 9-year-old child committing suicide because of who he is, and kids being the reason of it, it's because parents are either the encouragers of this type of mentality, or they're just being negligent towards
That's
who their
negligent
children
is the
are.
word. It's parents.
It's one of the two.
It's fucking
Yeah,
no.
it's
It's adults, bro. The kids in school 8 hours a day. You're telling me there's not one person that's looking
That
around
too, yeah.
and seeing it? Counselors,
Teachers are negligence, man.
principals,
They're negligent.
What is going
monitors.
on in this school that a kid is being bullied to the point that he feels the only
Because
way
you don't just
he can
you don't
be
get
safe
bullied.
is to
You
kill
don't
himself?
get you don't get bullied once and it's like I'm gonna off myself.
Exactly.
No, this is a
No, they were
period-
saying it was going on for at least one school year.
So how do you
Prior
have
to
all this?
him even
So
coming
how
out.
do you have all this information after he's dead?
It's simple.
Where did
Teachers
this
don't care.
Where did this information
Teachers
come
don't care.
from?
No,
Well,
they don't.
I would just
don't
like to
care.
have.
And that's a
care.
fucking shame
Teachers
that they
don't
don't
care.
care.
They
I
don't
would
care,
like to
they
put
don't
my
care.
2 cents on it because I was sitting here and I'm thinking about it, how I would have reacted at the age of 9, right? Now, I migrated to this country at the age of 9. I was forced to learn French. And I remember having a teacher, a grade 4 teacher, who, for whatever reason, she wanted us to recite poems, and they're all in French. And coming from the islands, you don't have an accent. And I remember getting teased to the point where, to this very day, oral presentations are the worst thing for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. Come on, man. We're serious right now, bro.
Right. But one thing I realized that school is missing.
Presentation, but he don't eat ass though. What? Sorry.
Fast forward.
You guys are crazy.
My bad, serious.
Stop cutting him off.
My
Fuck.
bad. This is
Finish your
serious. I'm
thought.
But one thing I realized while thinking about that is that I realized teachers and very few parents teach their kids to be confident in who they are. And I think that also plays a pivotal role, because I think if you choose to come out to be up in coming out being gay or whatever the case may be, you should be confident in yourself that whatever somebody or a group of people have to say, it shouldn't bother you. You should have thick skin. And I think that's something that's lacking. And I agree with Akeem.
I like the idea of that, but
hold on. My point's not done. I think by teaching, by school, because also too, you have to remember, like, for example, myself, I used to be punished when I didn't recite these poems because I was afraid to be laughed at. So I would miss lunch with like going outside, playing in the yard. I would be stuck inside of the school. You know what I mean? So these are things that, you know, that school need to do. We live in a world where, as opposed to when we grew up, where it was like, okay, we knew each other. I knew, like, you were joke with me. You know, I had friends who called me Big Head my whole life. You know, but I know it was just jokes because it was very
remember
close.
those high school jokes.
Right. But when you have...
such a dickhead.
I was there, man.
But then you have kids nowadays, it's like they're bullied online. And then it's like, you know, it's like this whole big network. And I think adults should be the first to intervene.
And that's...
I think parents and kids' relationship, your kid should be comfortable enough with you to tell you, Mom, Dad, I'm being bullied.
And what I was going to say is, it's like, for children, it's very hard for them to find that understanding of comfortable and confidence because they're still growing. They're still figuring out themselves.
Yeah, but they're not taught that, though. Because if you do something
wait. Let me
and you
finish
choose
up
to express yourself,
because
no one
at 9
supports
years
you.
old, no, but understand, like, at 9 years old, even if you're a supportive person, it's very hard to really just have a child embrace you fully. And, like, I'm speaking this as an experience because for my nieces and little cousins, like, every day when I ask them about how their day is, in their mind, they're just like, they just want to do whatever they want to fucking do. Like, they don't, like, you really have to, like, get in front of them and be like, hey, how was your day? How are you doing? I love you. Like, how's it going? Give me a hug. And, like, they're like, no, I want to go play.
Yeah, but that's
Like,
what I'm talking
they're so
about.
flighty. But I get what you're saying, where it's like the parents have to really encourage them, big them up, and let them understand
Not just that.
No, and let me finish my thought. And understand that with the parent as the adult, like, this is a safe space where you can tell me everything. But a lot of times with a child, especially when they go to school, and it's very much a sheepish pack mentality where whoever is deemed the popular one is the one who garners the whole group against what they don't like.
No, I'll even take it one step further. It's the popular one, and the popular one is literally deciding who's allowed in the group.
Yeah.
And if you're one of the chosen ones to be part of the group, even if you think
just
it's wrong,
follow the leader.
Yeah, even if you think it's wrong,
regardless of you as a parent, what you are instilling in your child and what you're telling them, and you're being like, yeah, tell me everything, like, what's going on, and, like, they'll tell you what's going on, but at the same time, if they realize, like, let's say the one time they tell you something and then it comes back into school and now that one thing fucks up the whole thing, now to them that's a lesson learned that they can't tell you everything.
Right. But what class you took as a young kid that boost your confidence? When would you ever, like, other than a teacher telling you, like, good job on your homework or good job on
There's
this
no
test?
class like that. Just-
But
Usually
that's
it's not even a class. It's more of
that's what I'm
combination
you
of-
do something good and you get the acknowledgement for
But
it.
that's my point. And how often we see kids do something bad, and as opposed to properly, educate them, take that moment to teach a lesson, they're either, pushed aside,
Teach with
suspended.
fear rather than
Right. And so then this is what you end up creating, right? Because you end up creating a system where, like, I remember being a kid and some guy would ask to be read a paragraph, and obviously he probably stutters or whatever the case may be, and the whole class laugh. You know what I mean? And then the kid build that fear up and eventually would not want to read.
Yeah.
But
And then when he gets to a teacher who doesn't understand that, he yells at him or she yells at him like, you got to read this. If you don't read this, get out of my class. That's the whole point.
I was going to touch on the thing we were talking about, the online bullying thing. That's something I could stand by to say I don't understand. I don't understand online bullying at all. Because you
what
have...
way?
Huh?
In what way?
I don't get it. Everyone has the tools to block that shit. You don't have to listen to what anyone has to say. You're not that popular.
Understand it's not as simple as how we would understand it. Like, when it comes to online bullying for these kids now, like, understand everything they do as far as interaction goes is through social media.
But not only that, because...
Like, no.
Yeah,
seriously,
But just
with us growing up in social media, like, we don't have it the way these kids do, where it's like, every single person in school is somebody you follow and follows you. And on top of that, like, you have some places in the States where it's like, you'll see people on, whether it's Twitter or Instagram, where they have like 10K plus followers, but they have like maybe 12 fucking posts. It's because everyone in that state just follows each other.
Yeah.
But then you block.
And then the second anything happens, but the
easy.
thing is, like, the second one thing happens to you, now every fucking person in that state is talking about you.
That's
and
fine.
they're going in on you.
But not only that,
the only option you have is to delete your shit. But then the people that know you are still connecting you to all these people because their phones are out. They're filming you. They're talking about you. Like, understand, you can block, you can delete your shit, you can literally stay on social media, but you will still be on social media because every single person knows who you are, and they're connecting you to everybody else.
Yeah, but then
it's so fucked up when it comes to social media bullying for kids today.
Like, then that's weakness.
It's not.
No,
weakness.
it sounds like you can't say it's weakness.
It's not weakness.
Because understand, like it's, these kids, they'll go through some shit.
Different.
And like for them, it's now that they don't have social media, but they're still on social media. Where the fuck can they go?
I say it's a weakness because it's like, okay, we don't know what they're going through with social media. Their parents do.
No, it's not even that.
Oh,
Jason, understand something. It's not even that. It's imagine something happens to you, like you get into a fight or you get into an argument and you get fucking embarrassed in that shit. Everyone at school is talking about it. Everyone online is talking about it. Your whole city, your whole state is talking about it.
Bro, it's beyond that.
You disconnect from social media completely. You're at the store with your parent, like at the fucking grocery store getting fucking fruits, and someone walks up to you and is like, yo, this is you. You got beat up or you got disrespected. I saw that shit.
I think the people who deny it are the ones that get
it's
it
not
the
even
worst.
a matter of denial or not. It's just a simple fact that you can disconnect, but the simple fact that everyone in this fucking area knows who you are because they're all connected.
That's
you can't escape it.
To add
you
to his
can't
point,
escape it.
And to add to his point, right?
I'll add something.
Social media is the in thing. These kids, it's one thing when we grew up and the only thing in social media was MSN. And MSN, you're dictated. You're not.
I think MSN was worse.
Like
than
when
Twitter.
Facebook first came out.
Hell no. I'll
when
tell you why it wasn't
Facebook
worse.
first came out, it was only for college and university students. If you didn't have a college email or get a referral from somebody who had a college email, you could not get on Facebook.
Yeah.
Now, all social media is open.
But listen to what I'm saying. MSN, your contact list is based off who you added. There's no way to discover new people unless you actually met them, wrote down their MSN, and then plugged it in yourself.
So you see, this is my thing when I say MSN is worse. And you can answer this. How many times you talk on MSN and you waited for someone to answer you back? Just on MSN alone.
You're just waiting.
You're just waiting. I think that's more mentally damaging to
not at all.
Like,
No, but
not at all.
at least I know who this person is.
Okay, but let me just add something real quick.
Understand something, but no, wait. But with what you're saying, I know who that person is.
I would be more worried if it was someone I knew that was saying that shit than some other random people.
That's
you.
Not worse, because at least this is somebody that I know I can see them in person. I most likely have their phone number. I can contact them in some other means. Whereas today, you will have somebody you've never seen in your life literally come up to you and be like, yo, I saw the shit that happened to you. I'm going to post it to all my friends. Yo, and then like, you're just like, yo,
I'll be like,
I don't want to talk about it. And like, now they're filming themselves like, yo, it's that chick or it's that dude that got fucked up.
That's not even.
That's so much worse.
It doesn't even need to get to that. It doesn't even need to get to that level.
But it does get to that level.
But it doesn't even need to get to that level. It gets to the point where these kids, like my niece, I got 3 nieces, they're growing up in the social media. We're literally living in a world. We were talking about it before. We're living in a world where people are now getting paid just to be themselves, and the tools they use are through social media. So the desire to be liked is at an all-time high right now.
And that's why I say where the weakness comes in.
But I don't. But I don't see.
I think that's weakness.
It's not a weakness.
Why do you need to feel validated by other people that you don't even know?
That
people that you don't even know.
It's a societal thing. It's not a weakness.
It's not a weakness.
It's what society has become.
Because that's interaction now. Everything's.
know.
One second. Just I'll let you get to your point. That everything's done through your phone. Advertising,
everything,
marketing. You want to get music, you want to buy clothes, you want to do everything. It's all through this little device right here, through the internet. Socializing now. Growing up, if you would have said to my mother 30 years ago that in 30 years, being able to go talking to strangers online, never seen them before, and then meeting up with somebody is gonna be the norm, she would have laughed. Everyone would have laughed in her face. If we used to say, "Don't talk to strangers," that was preached to everybody in school.
Now all we fucking do is talk to strangers.
Now you hit a little button, you hopping in cars with strangers. You getting little descriptions, reviews on people, and you trust it. And you're there in a point where we got to a point where
strangers are delivering food to my house.
Food. You're trusting people to bring you to a location. You've never met them before in your life. We used to make jokes about how stay away from the white vans near schools. But that's some real shit.
Fucking facts,
that's real shit.
Now if the Uber XL's a white van, I'm jumping in,
Take
bro.
this in. You going online on Instagram, messaging random people to get put on for your podcast. It's the same thing. So now, in order for social interaction to happen,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying. Get Jamali. I understand what you're saying. That's a different thing. I'm getting people like it's the Instagram example you just gave, but the thing is, we're getting people say to join our Instagram,
right,
to build a network or something like that. If one out of those, say 3,000 people say something to me, I'll be like, that's nice. If 2,000 people say something, I'll be like, that's nice. If all of them say something, I'll be like,
but do you understand that your mentality?
We're a different generation.
Because I think this generation is
way
obsessive.
different generation.
They're too obsessive.
But that's the thing. You got to understand the difference in generation. You got to understand the difference between us in our 30s and a kid in his at 9 years old.
You're not 32. Stop it.
26.
26.
Yeah, no.
You're 26?
Yeah. He's young. Yeah,
26,
he's younger than us.
I see your child.
But that's what I'm saying. Like us being at our age and a 9-year-old child, it's such a different situation.
But not only that, like I want to
even if it's 20 years old, it's such a different situation from us.
But I want to bring back to what he was saying about the whole MSN thing. And one key part of it that you're missing is that when I was on MSN, my mother did not know shit I was doing.
Oh, def not.
Right?
When MSN brought the webcam,
bro, you see the little webcam icon, you like, oh, so what you trying to do? But you're not trying to put yours on. You see the girl with the little webcam, you sending requests for days till you see.
Let me tell you something about them webcams.
Okay, but hold on, let me finish my point before you get carried away.
I was doing screenshots on the PC.
You gotta do where you have to pretend to print and then
print screen.
All you have to do is press F11, bro.
I wasn't
know the keys by heart.
We didn't know
those keys by heart.
I'm not getting caught up with your shit, but what I'm saying is like you have to also take into consideration that nowadays something goes viral. So you're a kid, you get bullied, and you coming out. Let's hypothetically say this, right? So this happened in your school. So I don't know, 600 students know this now. Before lunchtime, this could literally reach 1 million people. And like everything everything on your feed, whether it's Facebook,
And they
whatever.
know how to find you.
They know you're linked to it. Then it's gonna reach national news. Your parents are gonna know. People are gonna call your parents about this. So then that moment just consumes your entire life.
And especially when the kid.
And it becomes stifling. So this is not weakness. It's just like, where do they turn?
I don't want to ever call somebody being bullied and being affected by it weakness, especially at a young age, because you don't know who you are as a person.
And especially when you're trying to do something. Like the kid was trying to be.
Like
anytime you're trying to get into that light, you're going to get scrutinized.
That's the biggest thing about it. It's like, for so long, he had dealt with the bullying, and he still had a positive outlook as far as what he wanted to do, knowing what he was going through, but what he had to offer. And the fact that, like, for as long as he could, he held out on it. And shame on the fucking teachers, shame on all the adults
all
that
the
were
adults around him
in that circumstance and did absolutely fucking nothing.
And the parents who raise kids, because there's parents who know their kids and what their kids are up to,
put this
and they
type
do
of
not
mentality into the kids. Yes, of course.
Right. Because also, like, the thing about it, like, I remember the first time my niece came home and she was talking, like, she was being taught, like, you know, it's okay if somebody have, you know, 2 moms or 2 dads. And to me, it's like, you're teaching them acceptance. But you also have to realize, if this is what they believe, that people are born that way and whatnot, they should also teach a course, or at least have a course that built these kids' self-esteem, especially in the generation we live. We live on where everybody's life is literally out there.
You only learn that stuff in university, though.
It's very hard to build a child's self-esteem when a child doesn't know who they are.
But okay, but if that's the case, then you also have to be able to tell a child, like, okay, then grow up and figure out what you, like, a 9-year-old.
And no, and I'm with you on that, but it's hard to put something in place, like a curriculum in place, where it's meant to literally build you.
But it's not necessarily a curriculum, just the way teachers behave or the way parents behave. Because that kid, like, you might be bullied. If, like, let's say that kid had a loving home to go to. Maybe that dad was not really proud of to say that to his other friends, that his son just came out and his son's gay. You know what I mean? There's parents like that, then kids pick up on these things. You know what I mean? So these are the things that I think is necessary, that needs to happen. As a people, we need to be acceptance, but we also need to instill in people the right level of confidence to be who they are.
If your son came out gay.
Me personally? If my son was to come out gay.
Think about it, please.
No, I will think about it.
Let him talk.
I've thought about it. If my child was to come out gay, I would first of all explain what, you know, let's, in today's world, what they're gonna face. They're gonna have to be aware of what they're gonna go through. And as if my son was to come at 9 years old and tell me this, I'll be like, listen, I understand that, but this is what you're gonna face at this age. It's up to you to decide if you're strong enough and you want to go there. I'm gonna support my child. My child is my child. Do I agree with their? You know, it's a different whole long question about different things, but in general, I would, you know,
it's the same.
It's my son.
It's the same kind of
my
question.
daughter.
It's the same kind of question you would ask, like, what do you think about gay people? I may not like what you do or whatever, but that doesn't mean I hate you. Doesn't mean I should hate you. It doesn't mean I should insult you. You're a human being at the end of the day.
I don't care what you do.
I don't like.
Just be nice to me.
I don't like your lifestyle, but you're still a person. I'll still be your friend.
It's not
the thing.
For me, I don't like it, dislike it. I don't care.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with
I think people who ask those kind of questions are just looking to fish out answers.
Like the whole idea of like anyone having to come out, I wholeheartedly think is a dumb fucking thing. Like,
but that's the way society set it up,
and that to me is like the biggest thing we have to break down. This idea that if you aren't straight, you have to come out.
Right.
Well, listen, that goes for anything going against the norm is man, woman. That's the norm. I'm not saying it's, but traditionally,
quotation,
right? So
quote,
anything that's outside of the norm, you have to make an announcement,
which is ridiculous to me.
You don't.
But you do. But most things.
But again, it's another thing. It goes back to acceptance, and most of the time, acceptance should come from within. Before it means more if you accept yourself than if other people accept you.
There's certain stuff.
And I think the reason why that happened is that a lot of people were afraid of who they were. So them going and tell the world, it was them. It's a sign of them accepting themselves.
Let's get some final thoughts on this.
For me, like, if I had like if my son was gay, like it is what it is. Like there's nothing like. If I had to pick, I wouldn't want my son to be gay just because already as a black man living in today's society,
Too much.
we're already going through so much scrutiny already.
Tell me about it.
You know what I mean? We're already going through so much scrutiny. So to bring someone into this world, to give him and then to know that he's gonna have to go through not just scrutiny of being black, but added more scrutiny about being gay. Obviously, I wouldn't want to put that on my child. I want my child to live a normal, regular life, just live his best life, go to school, go to college, and be the best at whatever he wants to be. But I mean, at the end of the day, if that happened, it is what it is. I'll raise him to the best of my abilities to treat. Because I only want a boy. I get a boy first, it's a wrap.
I want both.
Nah, I can't do that.
Dude, I
Why?
look at my nieces and I'm
can't do
like,
that.
I can't just have a boy.
I want to have a
can't.
boy
Both.
first
No,
and
no.
then a daughter.
I
I
want
want
one
exactly that.
boy.
I want like the older brother to like be like a protector for
Yeah.
the younger one, but like
Nope.
I want both, man. Like my nieces are just so fucking cool.
I got
like,
3 nieces. I'm good on girls, bro.
They're so fucking cool that
I'm
like
good
I
on
would be
girls.
so happy to have a girl.
I want one. I get a boy first, I'm done.
So you snipping it.
I'm done. I'm done. I do not want more than one child in my life. You know, I have a lot of siblings.
But don't you think that's a bit selfish?
For who?
Are you your only child?
No.
Okay,
I got
so
9 brothers and sisters.
But don't you realize how much fun you had having siblings and all of that?
It didn't make a difference. You want to know why? Because I grew up in the suburbs with white kids. There was white kids everywhere. I was in the streets all the time. Grow up in a white neighborhood, he's gonna have people to play with.
Keem wasn't in the streets.
I was playing basketball
He was in
on
the
the streets.
He wasn't in
in-
the streets.
Chattagee, gang shit.
In a
He grew up in the
cul-de-sac.
suburbs. He wasn't in the streets.
Yeah, but either way, I had friends. I had people to grow up with.
But you
He
don't
was in
think,
the
you don't think
cul-de-sac.
having siblings made a difference to your
No,
life?
not at all. Because my oldest brother is 8 years older than me. So at 18 years old, I'm 10. You think an 18-year-old wants to hang out with his 10-year-old kid brother unless he's trying to pick up chicks?
Yeah,
he,
but
he
also-
was in the cul-de-sac.
But
man.
not only
My
that,
other
but
brother's
hold
16.
on. But you know, like because of your older brother, a lot of things people didn't pick on you because they probably knew your older brother.
No, it didn't make a difference because my brother grew up in LaSalle and I
Let's
grew
get
up
through
in
those
Chattagee.
final thoughts, though.
But either way, moral of the story is it's anytime somebody takes their life, it's sad.
It is.
To me, it's even worse when someone it's 9 years old taking on the burdens that
You
of
shouldn't have.
adulthood, because
Yeah.
even adults
Yeah.
can't even handle this shit. So at 9 years old, your brain's still developing. You don't even know yourself. And big up on him to be able to come out and
Unfortunately, he lost his life. Wish him and his family well. Like I said, I had 2 different minds on this. Very difficult for me to answer this. Admittedly, I say that. But like I said, treat everyone how you would want to be treated,
simple.
and that's it. You won't have to
The
deal
golden
with
rule.
bullshit like that.
And I'll just cap it off by saying let's be very mindful of the youth that we have in our lives and what they're going through, what they're experiencing, what they're expressing even. And understanding that, a lot of times the habits that we may not even notice that we have, the way we inflict them on the people that are younger to us and how they carry those habits out into the world can be very detrimental at times. And at times can be uplifting depending on what it is. So we do have to be very mindful, be very cautious, and very understanding of the way we as adults interact with youth, especially in a world that majority of the times a lot of us don't completely and fully understand. But just do your best to be the better person, be the better understanding person when it comes to these types of situations. And if you see somebody that's doing something that you know is fully wrong, at the very least, have a sit-down conversation and find out why your child or your niece, your younger cousin is doing something that you feel could be a problem. Maybe you encouraged it. If you did, fuck you, you're a dickhead. But
Oosh.
I would say at the very least, have that understanding, have that sit-down, have that talk, be in their lives and not just a part of their lives. It's a very different stance. Very different stance.
And I just want to say I'm not above kicking a 9-year-old if they believe
In
they
the
can.
chest. Hell
I'm
no.
not
That
above
too.
that. I'm not
Talk
above
Look,
that.
junk.
I'm not
Eat a
going to
fat lip.
say
Yeah.
the names of my nieces, but let me tell you something.
Not
If,
above that.
if I got an RKO a kid through a fucking table, I'm going to do it.
Goddamn right. talk junk, get a fella up. And if the daddy wants to say something,
I'll go to jail for mine.
and he under 6 foot, talk to me.
I will
And what
go,
happened when he's
I will
6'3"?
go to jail for mine.
Okay. We get there.
I don't even think all this is necessary. All these violent conversation because I think.
No, that's just jokes. Come on, we gotta lighten it up.
Let's talk about something
wrap it up.
lighthearted. What's next on the
Let's
docket?
wrap it up. We're
There's
done.
nothing next on the docket, man.
That's it?
Yeah, dude, we've been going for almost 2 hours. What you talking
So,
about?
that's good. It's content.
Yeah, it's
We
content.
got nothing else on the docket.
We gotta.
There ain't nothing else.
We
happening
gotta
this
end
week.
it at
We didn't
some
talk.
point
We didn't talk
because-
about that dude on the Metro.
You know what? If you want to come back next week, we could do it.
But that'll be old news.
I gotta give you guys time to miss me.
Yeah, shut the
And
fuck up then.
And it'll be old news by then.
give you time to miss me. Fuck you, bro.
It'll be old. No, it'll be old. All right. See how they treat me. Tyler?
But you know what's gonna
See how
happen?
they treat me? The disrespect.
You know what? No, Tyler, this was now on Thursday. I'll be like, yo, so what you doing tomorrow?
Exactly. You gonna hit me up? And I'm gonna be busy. Cause I'm busy.
I need
Tyler,
to remember
yeah, exactly. Tyler saying no.
I'm
Okay?
busy.
Thursday.
I got
I'm gonna
shit
hit him
to
up.
do.
I'm like, yo, so what you doing
What's
tomorrow?
Thursday? What's Thursday? Next Thursday is what? The next Thursday is what? Let me look at my.
You got nothing
I
on
got
your
a
schedule.
calendar. I got a schedule.
Yeah, check
Hold
your
up.
calendar, please.
You look pretty
Hold
empty from here.
Do you got
Shut
any-
up.
No, but for real, do you got anything you want to plug to the people while you're here?
Yeah, man, plug your stuff. Plug your stuff, man.
I got a show on Monday at Hurley's.
Are you gonna text me that?
Yeah, I will.
All right,
I will.
thank you.
I'll text all
Thank
you guys.
So I will show
Oh,
up.
hopefully
If
I'm
you
included
text
this
me,
time.
Yeah,
I will
shut up,
show
bro.
up.
I didn't know. I
okay?
forgot you had Twitter. Give me your number right now. I feel
Labor Day
honored 'cause
weekend,
Jamal-
baby.
I feel honored because Jamal don't give nobody his number. Here you go. No, but I got a show. I got a show at Hurley's on Monday, 7:00. I'm gonna be performing with a bunch of other great stand-ups. Stay tuned to more other shows. I announce more shows during the week. You guys can follow me at Akeem Grams on Instagram. So it's Akeem Grams with a Z at the end. If you guys want to keep up to chat with me more on Twitter, more interactive there, kind of just going back and forth. Akeem Tweets with a Z. And I don't really snap much, but if you guys want to get me on that,
Snap.
Akeem Snaps with a Z.
Like snap your fingers, do your step.
You can do it.
but-
Hey,
That's the only
hey,
snap I know.
hey. But yeah, no, man, I'm just grinding. I'm trying to put on for my city. Simple as that. No,
Well, stay
man.
grinding,
Beautiful,
man.
baby.
support the
Beautiful,
kid
baby.
and,
Jamali, Jason, anything you want to announce before we get up the fuck out of here?
Nope.
Only, well, there's something big I'm working on. That's going to be in a couple, maybe 4 weeks' time.
What?
So we'll see.
Jason's getting his balls back.
Oh Lord. But he said something
I'm
big.
about to snitch. I'm about to snitch. I'm about to snitch.
Yo, relax.
I can't do it. I can't do
No,
it.
not yet.
When is
You're
he going to
a-
snitch?
Oh, you're a bum.
Relax.
I can't drop it. I'm just gonna snitch. I'm gonna drop the ad.
Oh no, we all know it's that.
They know the fans don't.
All right, drop it. I'll go.
Hey, so if you guys want to follow my boy, Jamal J Bucks, you follow him at J Bucks. That's at sign JAE capital BUCCKZ. What's up?
There's
July
No,
Scared
you
of-
need to get out to the public. The people need to see you.
Hey.
The people need to contact
I'm always
you.
outside.
No, shut up. The people need to know where the hell to find you, how to talk to you when they want to talk to you.
Hey.
At
Simple
JJ,
as
at JJ NBA.
What the?
I'm fed up with this bullshit. I didn't even know you had Twitter. I completely
Relax,
forgot.
bro. All right, you guys.
At
done?
JJ NBA. You can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's
All
it.
right, I've said my social media too many times on this podcast, so I'm not saying it again. But
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of the Don't Be Mad podcast.
Yo.
Thank you so much, Akeem, for coming through and
Anytime.
being
Except for next
a
week.
gracious guest.
I thought you were coming with
we'll
jokes
see about
today,
that.
but
You
that
never
didn't
told us
I
the
can't bite your
Hollywood
neck.
stories.
Can
you
you
mean?
let me exit
Called
the
you radio.
episode, people? Shut
you-
the fuck up.
I hit you with the radio. I
Shut
said
the
patches
fuck
of the beer.
up. Thank you for
correct.
coming on the episode. As we said, big up to our man who's doing big fucking things. He's gonna be in LA, he's gonna be in New York, he's gonna be filming his TV show. Big dick energy up in this motherfucking shit. Good for him.
Whoa,
Swinging,
pause.
swinging.
To everybody listening,
Swinging.
thank you so much. We love you. Keep doing your thing. Keep your mental health on positive. Come back next week as usual. We out of this bitch.
Have a good week.
Love.